Such a scary ordeal for the school children. Now, the flooding witnessed in Nairobi and other parts of the country may have little to do with the amount of rainfall being witnessed. Experts say the flooding, which has been the heaviest in recent times, is a culmination of years of poor planning and breach of environmental regulations. Our senior reporter Rita Tinina sought to find out why the city is unable to contain runoff water. The wrath of Mother Nature, leaving in its wake death and destruction. Nairobi and other parts of the country, such as Narok, have witnessed some of the worst flooding in recent times. The March, April, May rains were late. The onset of the rainy season saw the country receive above normal rainfall. But the flooding, experts say, has little to do with the skies opening up. The city could be paying for its own mistakes.
We have changed the entire landscape without changing where we dispose of the water.
Nairobi has witnessed growth in the last few decades, and a recent boom in the construction industry has seen an unprecedented growth in the housing and road infrastructure. Experts say city fathers have not ensured growth in infrastructure is commensurate to the water and sewerage system, and the huge construction boom is only making things much worse.
You find that when they do excavations, they don't control the dump, the soil that they remove in a construction site. This soil, when it rains, it immediately it gets drained into the system, and that blocks the system. That is besides, say, solid waste, garbage that is thrown, littered and collected, that also blocks the system.
Then there is this, the Nairobi Dam. The dam was constructed in 1953 as the city's reservoir for rainy and wastewater from the Kibera slums. But now, the dam, which is choking from water hyacinth, is clogged from siltation.
Nairobi Dam, for example, used to hold sufficient amount of water, and that held water from being discharged into the lower part of Nairobi. Now Nairobi Dam is no more, and therefore water passes through Nairobi Dam as if it is passing through a river.
The riparian areas in the city have not been managed, with settlements and houses being constructed near riverbanks.
As we build very close to the river systems, then we reduce the space which water has, and we increase velocity.
Wetlands and swamps have not been spared either by developers.
Some of the swamps in the upper part of the catchment, people have constructed houses in swamps. So the retention capacity of those soils to hold water is completely reduced.
In Narok, the destruction of the Mau is among the reasons residents are having to deal with the awesome power of nature.
The change in land use has meant that there is increased runoff, and that is what is devastating in the Narok area.
With a combination of factors working against city residents, Professor Kroda says city managers can take some steps, including managing construction sites, preserving riparian areas and swamps, and trying to reclaim the Nairobi Dam. But if nothing is done, experts are warning things can only get worse. Rita Tinina, KTN.